President Bongbong Marcos led the graduation of the newest batch of mariners from the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy. MJ Mondihar reports from San Narciso, Zambales.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as chairman of the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy Board of Trustees, I hereby confirm you graduates.
The awaited moment for the PMMA Madasiklan class of 2023 has arrived. They are the latest batch of the mariners produced by the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy. Allan, a native of Bohol, is the class valedictorian. Their batch faced a unique challenge as they began their studies during the height of the pandemic in 2019. But COVID-19 did not deter them to pursuing their dreams.
I am here today to remind everyone that there are countless of people, others like me, who have dreams that go beyond their circumstances, sir.
Despite the scorching heat, President Bongbong Marcos Jr. attended the commencement exercises in San Narciso, Zambales, and congratulated the graduates for their hard work to achieve their dreams. He also emphasized that the new graduates will further strengthen the world-class maritime workforce of the country. Filipino seafarers are well known for their excellence in the shipping industry.
The government welcomes the private sector support in promoting quality maritime education and training that allows this industry to be more innovative, more resilient, and adaptive to the ever-changing world.
Both the government and private sector, including shipping companies, finance PMMA. Over the time, the institution has produced highly skilled mariners, including chief engineers, naval officers, and Coast Guard officers. Having seen the potential of Filipino mariners firsthand, the President has directed government agencies to collaborate closely with PMMA. The objective is to strengthen maritime education.
As your partner in improving the skills and capabilities of our people in the maritime industry, I call on all the concerned agencies to coordinate closely with the PMMA. Facilitate what will make our maritime education even more responsive to the needs of the nation, while ensuring that whatever steps that we take will be in compliance with laws and regulations.
According to the Department of Migrant Workers, the deployment of Filipino seafarers is expected to return to pre-pandemic levels by the end of 2023. Migrant Worker Secretary Susan Ople reported that over 150,000 Filipino seafarers were deployed only in the first quarter of this year. For Government of Philippines, MJ Mondihar, SMNI News.
The Philippine National Police is preparing for the worst-case scenarios during the upcoming State of the Nation address of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Details of this report from Jason Rubrico.
In the civil disturbance management exercises, police officers coming from the different police districts in Metro Manila demonstrated how they will respond to these types of situations. According to Philippine National Police Chief General Benjamin Acorda Jr., they are preparing for the worst-case scenario in the upcoming State of the Nation address by President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
And sa nakikita natin, we are preparing for the worst. Pero sana, yung nakikita natin mga pinapractice natin na hindi na ma-exercise, we will, I hope and I pray for parang peaceful conduct of rally and respect for each other.
According to Acorda, the police have calibrated or corresponding responses to every move made by the rallyists. He said that police will respect the right of the people for the peaceful conduct of the rally. Acorda asked the police to exercise maximum tolerance while he pleaded with the rallyists not to ignore the rights of the people, including the police. The PNP chief particularly called attention to the throwing of paint by the rallyists on the uniforms of the police, which he said was very disrespectful.
What we don't want is an escalation of violence, lalo sa mga protesters na yan. So talagang ang hinihiling natin talaga is I'm appealing to our fellow Filipinos who will be doing these rallies to make sure na sana naman ay in the exercise of their rights, huwag naman maapakan yung karapatan ng ibang tao. Pati na rin kasama na rin yung kapulisan natin.
Should some protesters become violent, he said, the police will not hesitate to arrest them.
We will not hesitate to make arrests if needed to do so.
In the end, Acorda assured that the police are 100% ready for President Marcos Sona. Along with the civil disturbance management exercises is the send-off ceremony to the police. More than 22,000 policemen will be deployed by the PNP for Sona. The PNP is also in coordination with the private sector for technical assistance.
We are in coordination also with other, even private individuals. No? They are providing yung technical aspect of providing CCTV coverage in all areas, pati mga drones, magde-deploy din ng mga drones to make sure that yung talagang all areas are covered when it comes to yung video and camera.
For God and my beloved Philippines, I am Jason Rubrico, SMN News.
In the news, the Malacanang Department of National Defense said it has yet to know the whole details of former President Rodrigo Duterte's visit to China. Meanwhile, DND Secretary Gilbert Chodoro said that it is too early to make judgments. Almar Forzuelo tells us more.
The visit of former President Rodrigo Duterte to China hit the headlines, but until now, no one knows what other issues and concerns have been brought up by the former president to Chinese President Xi Jinping. Even Defense Secretary Gilbert Chodoro wants to know what topics have been tackled and discussed by Duterte and Xi. In a press conference on Thursday, Chodoro said that even President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has no idea of what really the concern of the former president was and why he visited the said country. Still, the Defense Secretary said that they are willing to wait for details on the matter.
Same as the President, we'd like to know what issue of national interest was talked about, and naturally also the President said that track to diplomacy is naturally done. Basically, this is not foreign because, for example, former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo shares the Boao Forum. President Ramos used to chair it. So we'd like to wait as to what was the outcome of such a meeting, and we encourage all efforts anyway to engage with China.
With this, Secretary Chodoro said cannot judge if there is a cause for concern on the said visit, but expressed confidence that former President Duterte knows what he's doing.
Muna malaman natin kung anong pinag-usapan para mahusgahan natin kung cause of concern o hindi. Pero inaasahan natin dating Presidente ng Pilipinas, si Presidente Duterte. At inaasahan din natin na ang interest ng Pilipinas ay ay taglay.
President Marcos earlier said that he knows that Duterte visited China and that he is confident that the interests of the Philippines are the main goal of the said visit. This month, Secretary Chodoro and Chinese Ambassador Wang Zhilian met each other and agreed that the Philippines and China need to establish a mechanism for exchanges of information, infrastructure, and on different aspects.
With the Chinese ambassador, it was basically a call, and there will be continuing dialogue, but on a non-ministerial level. Naturally, we need to engage them and build up mechanisms for exchanges of information and possible areas of convergence. But it has to begin on a lower level and to build up our infrastructure in order to further, if we see that there is a way forward, further elevate the engagement on a defense level. But right now, it is, just seeing where areas converge on a security and a defense level.
In line with this, President Marcos Jr. is very positive that former President Duterte will soon share of what are the topics that he raised with the President of China. To recall, many have raised their opinions concerning the visit of former President Duterte to China. During the visit, President Xi reportedly told Duterte that China stands ready to promote steady and sustained development of relations with the Philippines and thanked his strategic option during his term of office that brought China-Philippines relations back back on the right track. Following the talks, Duterte also joined a ribbon-cutting ceremony, a memorial building that was named after his mother, Soledad Duterte, in Fuzhou City, Fujian, China. For God and my beloved Philippines, Almar Forsualo, SMNI News.